Do you get the feeling that sometimes history leaves some things unexplained? For example, entire civilizations which mysteriously vanished into thin air, or certain locations which were abandoned for unknown reasons. That's why, in this video, we're going to talk about one such place that was supposedly cursed forever and left completely abandoned. So make sure to watch the whole video. Hello and welcome back to our channel. Today we will discuss one of the most terrifying places in India, the haunted city of Bhangarh Fort. In order to understand what is so creepy about this place, first we need to know about its history. Bhangarh Fort is located in the Indian state of Rajasthan, and during its glory days, it was not just a bustling town, but also the cultural and economic center of the region. However, according to historical records, there are hardly any remains of its former self today. The structures have mostly turned to dust, along with the bones of those who once lived there. Even worse, only ruins are left of Bhangarh Fort, which makes everyone who visits wonder what happened here. According to popular legend, Bhangarh Fort was cursed by an evil sorcerer named Man Singh. He decided to use his magical powers to win the hand of the beautiful and young Princess Ratnawati. However, when she found out about his evil intentions, she immediately put an end to them. She picked up a vase filled with love potion that was meant for her and threw it against a nearby rock. As soon as the vase touched the stone, the magic reversed, and the sorcerer got crushed to death. Before his death, he cursed the kingdom that no living soul would ever be able to live inside the walls of Bhangarh peacefully. In fact, there is a tale that right after the sorcerer had uttered the curse, war struck, and every single person in the city was killed. Since then, no one has dared to set foot in Bhangarh. According to historical records, Bhangarh Fort was built by Madho Singh in the year 1573. But who was Madho Singh? Well, he was a commander under the reign of Raja Man Singh Dar of Amber. Later, Madho Singh rebelled against the king and established the kingdom of Bhangarh. At the peak of its glory, the kingdom flourished and prospered for more than 200 years until it was suddenly deserted. After the death of King Uday Singh, who was the last ruler of Bhangarh, the kingdom's capital was taken over by Maharaja Sawai Pratap Singh of Jaipur. Since then, Bhangarh Fort has been nothing but a shadow of its past self. All that is left now are the cobwebs in the old palaces, empty streets, and the haunting tales that linger around the fort. As for the curse that supposedly befell the city, it might sound like a local legend to many. However, there are people who believe it to be true and warn others not to enter the premises of the fort at night. Many say that anyone who disobeys these warnings never comes back. Even though the city seems abandoned, there are actually quite a few things to see here. One of the main attractions is the massive fort wall. It was built in such a way that it extends beyond the natural barriers of the hills, offering protection from all sides. Once inside, you will find an impressive palace complex. All of the buildings are designed in Rajput architecture. The most important structure in the complex is the 7-story tower called the 7-story tower. What made the builders construct such a tall tower, however, remains a mystery to everyone. Another place worth mentioning is the marketplace. It is pretty similar to other ancient marketplaces in India. Also, there is a Hanuman temple here. But the creepiest part is that no one is allowed to worship here anymore because it is believed to be possessed by evil spirits. Apart from that, there is also a small mosque with intricate carvings on the walls. Despite its beauty, however, it is also considered one of the creepiest places in the fort. Bhangarh Fort is also home to a number of other structures such as temples, palaces, gardens, and gates, but no one knows their exact purpose. There are approximately 400 structures here, and each one tells a different story. However, the real question is, how did this place go from being a glorious kingdom to a cursed town in the span of a few decades? Well, unfortunately, there is no record of what exactly happened here. But there are two theories regarding the same. First, It is believed that the residents of Bhangarh Fort fled from their homes in fear of the curse, thus abandoning the city. Secondly, some historians suggest that the inhabitants were massacred during the war, and that is why the fort remained deserted. There is another interesting legend about the fort that further adds to its mysterious aura. The legend goes that there is a secret underground tunnel that connects Bhangarh Fort with the nearby village of Basi. According to locals, this passage was used by the townspeople to escape from the invading armies. But strangely, the tunnel has been sealed from both ends. No one knows where it leads to or what is on the other side, but many believe that the entrance to the tunnel must be hidden somewhere in the fort. What makes this story even more disturbing is that there are reports of strange lights being spotted near the entrances to the tunnels, suggesting that they are still open. These sightings have been reported by visitors who have come from all over the world to explore the ruins. So what do you think? Is Bhangarh Fort really cursed? Let us know in the comments below. Now let's move on to the scary things that have been witnessed in Bhangarh Fort. People who have visited the ruins claim that the place is filled with paranormal activity. First, there are weird voices that echo across the desolate landscape. They say that whenever someone dares to explore the abandoned citadel, they hear whispers of children crying, people screaming, animals roaring, and chains dragging heavy moans. To add to this, they say that sometimes the visitors also hear footsteps near them, but when they turn around, they see no one. Apart from that, there have been several sightings of ghostly figures roaming around the ruins. According to reports, these ghosts have been seen in the form of full apparition or shadows. Visitors say that sometimes they spot full-bodied ghosts dressed in medieval clothing. But in most cases, they only see shadowy figures passing through solid objects. Moreover, there are rumors that the ghost of a woman in white clothes appears near the abandoned well. She is said to be the ghost of a queen who jumped into the well with her jewels and ornaments in order to save them from the invaders. Not only that, but many witnesses have also reported hearing eerie music. They describe the tune as a blend of traditional Rajasthani folk music and modern Western tunes. The strangest thing is that they hear the music coming from an invisible orchestra. When they try to locate the source, they cannot find anything. Many have also complained of hearing the sound of drums beating loudly in the middle of the night. The beats are said to be slow and rhythmic. No one knows who is playing the drums or why. But the haunting tunes have become a prominent part of Bhangarh Fort's lore. In addition to all this, there have also been sightings of strange animals. Most of them are stray dogs, but sometimes people also spot birds and monkeys. The locals believe that these animals belong to the ghosts, and they follow the spirits everywhere they go. Also, there are rumors of strange lights being seen in the abandoned houses. Most of them are yellow and orange, but sometimes people also witness blue and green lights. Some believe that these are the spirits of the dead trying to communicate with the living, while others think that they are evil entities that have made Bhangarh Fort their home. Many people have claimed to experience paranormal activity themselves. Most of them report feeling a sudden drop in temperature, while others claim to have been touched by an invisible force. In extreme cases, people have also reported seeing apparitions of men and women dressed in medieval clothing. Finally, we will discuss the unsettling warning issued by the Archaeological Survey of India. The ASI has placed a sign at the entrance of Bhangarh Fort, which reads, "It is an offense to stay in the fort area after sunset." It is hard to imagine that such orders would be issued if there were no genuine reason behind them. So it is possible that the ASI has received numerous reports about paranormal activity in the area. What makes this story even more intriguing is that such warnings are not issued at other historical sites in India. It is possible that the ASI does not want to scare away tourists. But the warning sign at Bhangarh Fort clearly indicates that something sinister lurks in the ruins. The legends and myths associated with Bhangarh Fort may seem like a mere folktale, but the warning issued by the Archaeological Survey of India serves as a reminder that some places are best left unexplored. If you ever visit this abandoned citadel, be sure to leave before sunset. Otherwise, you might find yourself trapped in its ghostly embrace forever. What do you think about this story? Do you believe that the city is cursed? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.